Well, backing the planter out, but definitely not the plant. We got 3/10 of rain Saturday morning, I think. I don't know. We got 3 different times of rain: 3/10, 3/10, and then an 8/10. So we got about 1.5 inches right here. So I didn't plant all the way the ditch down there in the prairie, and as of yesterday afternoon, that looks silly because it rained, but it's about perfect. And I wasn't underwater. Now it's underwater, so now it ended up being a good idea. So I got that going for me. Rico's here, gonna do some of the wire and everything in the building for the dryer. We're running stuff out of there because we're gonna treat some beans. We got a few numbers that we don't have much of, so we don't treat them into bins. We treat them into boxes, and we didn't have any boxes to treat them into because you can't put treated seed in a non-treated boxes. And I didn't have any treated boxes, but now I got treated boxes because corn boxes are empty. So I'm gonna do that, then also gonna fill up his tender, what can fit of a 3/7, which is what we had in the bulk, but we didn't have enough room for all of them. So we'll do enough just to fill that up. So he'll be able to go a lot longer without needing his seed treated. So I want to stop what I'm doing planting later. So just be able to go a little longer before he needs attention again. But I don't think you can see that down there. There's some water out right there. I didn't plant right there. There's a little water on what I planted, but not much. Surely that'll be off there pretty quick. A little water all over, holes here and there. It's spring. Yeah, I got some 3/7s going in the seed tender, which you already had in here. But we couldn't fit them in our bins that are around that way, so this way it'll be a little longer before he runs out. Fungicide, insecticide, insecticide, inoculant. Going on. Seed wagon's full, so now box to box. When we take this box, this is the box we're treating into, then you're gonna empty it into a treated box, because you just treat into the box, at least in our experience, that you're going to get out later. That beans might be all stuck together. This way I'll break them apart a little bit so they come out easier later. And empty it into the box that we're gonna keep it in until he uses it. Box to box takes forever, so we're speeding up a little bit. Jay's taking the fulls and emptying them into where they go while I run the other things around. Digging some water off, make some well holes a little bit smaller. This place that we tiled 2 falls ago, it was on YouTube. Just getting over here to this riser. Well, while I'm out driving around, first field of corn I planted, it's found it, but it's hard to get the mud off of. Looky there. Got the root going down, shoot coming up. It's alive. Put her back in. And a worm. Well, got a attachment for the skid steer. Got a hitch here so we can put a ball hitch in there. Broke. So, gonna clean all this up. And weld a piece of angle there. Then gonna weld the hitch piece back to this plate, and then we're gonna gusset it. So, if anybody's got they think they got a better way to doing it, let us know, because I doubt it. When we weld this plate back on here, we'll stitch it on, and well, we'll probably just weld, you know, we might just throw like 3 stitches down here, and then weld the sides out. But I'm gonna drill some holes to weld the centers down here, give it a little more sturdiness, and then the gussets will go there. So it'll all be pretty good. Got a little bit of a gap to close up back there, but that won't be a big deal.
And I'm cleaning all this, it's kind of pitted right here, all the rust and some paint there. So clean all that up. We weld with straight wire. If we had flux core in the welder and 100% argon, it'd probably bite through that rust, but straight wire don't really seem to do so well. Let's see what this guy's got going on. What you got going on here?
I'm going to take this off.
Talk to him.
Talk to who?
I already did my talking.
Okay.
You talking.
All right. We're going to take our homemade thing off front of the teeth. Then we'll go out and scrape water away from the dump. I'll show you in a little bit.
We got a problem. Looks like the culvert collapsed underneath the road. So that's not good. All this water's held up. So it's not coming through here like it should. Dad was out with the backhoe, so I think he can scoop a little bit out here so it'll run in. Then the township's they're gonna need a new culvert, that's for sure. Well, I was running around checking on fields, and I was gonna meet Dad at that spot, which I can see him way down there. He's there, but I got an issue first. Got to get that changed.
I'm up here on Thompson's. We got this bean field planted, and it's all held up the water. And the culvert that goes underneath the blacktop is 8 out.
Yeah, looks like it's flowing now. They got her. I've been there sooner by a flat tire.
You're in the danger
Well, I can tell you what.
Wow. Yeah, I bet.
Happened. Red just figured out what happened. You know what happened?
It's blocked. The water got up there.
Brand new culvert. We burned it up.
Yeah, yeah, that crossed my mind.
I didn't like those stalks. You like those stalks?
I didn't like these. Wasn't me, Red.
I didn't do it.
I didn't like these. There she went again. It's just like Niagara Falls.
We're gonna need some road close signs.
Where you going, Jay?
Alright, I'll say it.
No, don't worry about it. We've all done that. Well, not all of us, but some of us.
Yeah, listen, corn stalks on fire. What was that? What day was that? Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday. And they were kind of close to the ditch and got a little out of hand.
No, they was in the ditch.
Oh yeah, they were all down through the ditch. And
Now you're gonna say it's close to the culvert?
well, the wind, I didn't think they were gonna go because the wind was, it was coming out of the south and it was blowing to the north, and I thought it would just push everything to the north, and it didn't. It came back to the south and caught the culvert on fire, and now the whole road's washed out. It's pretty ugly. Don't worry, I got pictures of it on the wall train.
I'll show you what I got out here. We got this, this has always held water right in here a little bit. From here up, from here to the pit, the concrete's sloped. This is old concrete, a little lower here, and it always holds a little water. When we built our shed here, poured this concrete here for the dryer shed and all that, well, it blocked it up a little more than before. So now there's about 6 inches of water right in here. But we got her graded out. It's a little deep there, so it's going to sit in water for a few days. It's just rocks. So anyway, what I'm going to do, this old concrete's kind of busted up. Get out of the field, or if it rains forever, I'm going to bust this concrete out, pour new concrete up against that, put rebar in it, slope it just a dab, and then probably go out in here another 20-30 feet, slope it down just a little bit, and then let it grade from there. Be all right. Keep the water away from the pit and out of the drive. Yeah, looks like I need to back drag a little more rocks in there right now. This is our shed. It's all done. We showed it last week, I think. We decided to do more with it. Here's the box for the new dryer. If you can see it, this will come off. Then there's a glass. This is the main control panel. or a new dryer. Kind of cool. This will go over in here. They're gonna run some wiring in here tomorrow. Carpenter's gonna come, Bob and Jim Worth. They're gonna come and board this side up Wednesday, insulate it. So then we don't have to worry about insulating it later. We're gonna put heavy wood there so we can bolt the electric boxes to this wall and everything. It's gonna go ahead around with insulation and wood, paint it all white, put metal on the ceiling, close it all in, put that bad insulation up there, and then it'll all be insulated and closed and look a lot better. It's a little much maybe for this little building, but gonna be here a long time. There'll be a lot of trips in now this, because this is now going to be taking over for the scale shed out there. This will be our new, because there's no scales there anymore. The scales is back behind. All we use that so-called scale shed for is to make our ticket, do our moistures. Well, now it's going to be right here at the dryer and the dump. We're going to put all that in here. Put our tickets in here, so it's be a nice building, nice addition. Run our concrete out, hopefully to about here. I guess maybe straight over with a slope up to there. The rest of it will be rock. Just trying to get it a little neater, keep the water away. Box, electric box, glass front. I like it how they made this thing look kind of like the dryer, like it's got holes in it. Cool.
Did a little fabricating this morning. The hitch that we put on our skid steer. Move things around. Sometimes the skid steer a little easier broke. So weld it on there, put a gussie on each side and underneath, and a plate on the back. So if that breaks off, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. David's already getting ready to use it.
Yep.
He's been taking off the pump on the Titanic, put a new one of those on. These two working on a Jeep. George has also been working on a Peterbilt.
It's kind of a part in it. Waiting for information.
You got to be back? You haven't been on here.
Yeah, good to be back. You know, mostly I just sit around, but today I'm looking for an extension.
Yeah, good luck.
See?
Well, he's running the Titanic out. Run this in. He's gonna work with this. Hitch hasn't broke yet. That's good. Glad it didn't break on the first try. Now getting the belt out that we treat into. Anytime we do a lot of treatment, I like to get it cleaned out and washed out. So next time we treat beans or load the seed tender with it, there won't be any junk left over. Jeep starts.
Yeah, I want to come here and show you something. So, ordered this part specifically for the Jeeps, right serial number.
Something's telling me that wasn't right. Something wasn't right with it.
Something wasn't right with it. The end. This is the new end. Did not fit the Jeep.
That
So
sounds like a problem.
this is an aftermarket one. The end was right, but the length here wasn't right. It hit the flywheel,
Ah.
so it ruined it.
What
So we
is that?
took
A
the
sensor
Jeep-
saying that the flywheel's spinning? What is it?
Crankshaft.
Sensor?
Yep. Took two, put them together, and we got it fixed.
All right. Looks like they must have got the culvert in. Luckily for us, we had a 20-foot piece of pipe. Had plastic here. I think stalks got burned, melted it was the problem. Water's definitely lower. Red and the rest of the crew got it in this morning. We brought the pipe up yesterday evening, so a lot less water, way better. It's starting to dry up. Thursday maybe get back to planting. Chance of rain Friday, so might get a day in. That's the way spring goes, here, there, and everywhere. Rolling into the bin setup here at David's. The new bin setup is here. Some stuff for the drag and everything and all that. Framework. Looks like we got some flooring sitting there. A whole lot of bin sheets and everything else. in here out of the weather. A lot of stuff for a big bin. 72 feet wide. I want to say 330,000 bushel right in there somewhere. I can't remember for sure. And we got a whole lot of pack that's been brought in here. I don't know how many trucks it loads, but as you can see, it's several. Right there's where the middle of the bin is. It's been measured out. They're supposed to start digging the footer today. They have to bring that in because this is very sandy here, so they actually have to dig the footer bigger than it needs to be and put that stuff in so it's more stable underneath it. So they're gonna start doing the footer today, so I think I'm gonna put a time-lapse camera right up there. And we'll see how that goes, facing down on it. I'll get a professional on here eventually to explain all that better. Somebody that understands it more than I do. I know it just needs something better than sand underneath it, so they gotta dig more out and put that in, and then away they'll go with the concrete and everything. All right, I'm gonna sit right here on this hopper tank. Should be good. There'll be a little bit of a shadow. You probably can't see that very good, but hopefully we'll get some action here. Now I just gotta set it up for how long I want to record it, like how many seconds for how you know, you can set this is an 8 for this time-lapse camera. You set it up like record 3 seconds every minute or every 5 minutes or something like that. That's always kind of a guess for me, but yeah, see how this goes. Hopefully get some good footage here. This new Brock grain bin going up, done by Ripco. Okay, we got her set to record 5 seconds every 3 minutes. So I did for 3 seconds for every 5 minutes when they put up the grain dryer, and that ended up that was too quick. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, it's a nice sunny day. I'm gonna go check the beans that's planted, see what the progress is on coming up, and check a few places, see how long it's gonna be before we can get back in the field again. We just got tomorrow, and then it's supposed to rain again Friday night. So see what it looks like. Jeep's fixed. Jeep is ready to go, we hope. Well, I'm out here in the first field of beans planted. Gonna see if I can find any beans around. Thinking about moving up toward the surface. There's one right there. First bean of the year. Seen the dirt moved. He's right there. Here's another one. Yep. All right. Beans are coming up. And like they say, what the hell, there's another one heating. There's 4 along. Huh. Anyway, where there's one, there's more. Here's another one coming up right here. See him busting the dirt. There he is. Couple more here. Well, as warm as it's going to be today, and tomorrow there'll be several more up tomorrow. Oh, here's one you can actually see from a distance. It's already busted through. One you can see up real good. Guy's cotyledon sticking out. That's the first one I've seen like that. Only got about 760 million more to go, and they'll all be up. Now I'm over here at the new bin site, David's, where we're building another big bin. 338,000 bushel bin. We're digging the footer today. We'll walk over and see what she looks like. Wet like she always is. A little quicksand. Water damage from that big old rain that we had there a couple weeks ago at 8 inches or so, a couple days. Big old dam built up here this field, keep this from washing down through here. Well, it wasn't big enough to hold out with a tile riser in there, so it went around. So it looks like, yeah, went over top of it here, even washed out a tree, roots and all. So it looks like most of the dam's still there, but that may need to be straightened up a little bit with a backhoe down here, or a dozer or something. Okay, I'm back in here at the backhoe where this bank ran over and even took out this tree. Take the tree out of there and put some dirt back, try to get her patched up. Well, I got the trees out of the way so I can walk in here and see what I got. Here's where the water washed over. And over there's my big old riser pipe, which is working, but it's covered up with a lot of crap. So clean some stuff out around it. Like we ran around that side too. Maybe not near as bad. Anyway, see if we can improve this some. Alright, I backed up there, pulled the trees off top of that bank, and then backed up that bank where I could barely see the riser pipe down in there and got a little bit out around it. Now I'm pushing the trees up, clearing the fence row stuff, and then I'm going to fill in this big hole here, and I'll be done with her. I got her all done. I filled up the hole, packed it down, then I put a little more on top of that. Pretty big bank, all the hole now. Doing the riser pipe for a while. Well, same farm. It's down here. This river was actually up in this right here. Got our tile outlets covered up, and we'll dip the ditch out a little bit right here.
I'm taking, got 50 bags at 11:70 a.m. Got a little bit of it last year. It was just okay, so I'm just getting 50. Ordered one pro box, 50 units this year. Just, you know, try again, see if it seemed like any better. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it didn't knock my socks off either. So anyways, they came in bags, so I'm going to empty all this into a box while I got a little bit of time. So when we are in a hurry, I want to plant it, I can just put it on the tender and load into the planter faster instead of using all these bags, and put on this little fancy stake they made years and years ago with a display there so we can burn them and they don't fly away in the wind. I think Garrett's gonna do a little bit of spraying today, and Dad thinks maybe he can plant 60 acres of beans on one field. He's also looking on some sand for me about planting corn. Not real sure that's gonna happen, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So we're just about to get dry and another rain chance. Well, it didn't fit. Seed's too big. Yeah, it's pretty much full, and I got 3 bags left, so I got 47 in there. So I'm gonna take a tag off of this, taper on here, write 47 so I know, and zip tie the lid on. Put her up till I need her, and light the bags on fire. Back to burning. This right here is where the flue ditch gets out. It's pretty close to the river. Down now, and I think I can plant this 80-acre field. I need Bernie Stokesford. Eli's coming to pick up the chunks that drifted in like this little bit right there. Dad worked some stuff with these 2 right there, no till the rest. Now there's a couple little spots like right there, not very big, a little wet, but the rest looks pretty good. Well, it's 4:16, just leaving the farm. I can do 80 acres, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but there'll be that much more done. Man, it looks like I do a lot of dirt work there at David's. It's a big hole there. We'll get up close shot of it maybe tomorrow. Hope that time lapse is working.
Well, I want to show you something. I got some dry ground in between runways I can plant. Like 55 acres and 9 fields. It's pain about getting it out of the way. But you've heard me complain about scrapers on these planters before. I don't really like the outside scrapers. And then the 2160, you can't order it without the new and improved inside scrapers too. And this is the 3rd time I've had this happen. They come off, look at this mess. They come off, they get all bound up in there. This is the worst one I've had. Usually I can pop them out of there. I have to take both wheels off. And it's jammed in there. You can't get the carter key out because it's jammed. These inside scrapers really suck. I don't like any scrapers on it, but these, making it ball up, getting it come off, get in there, and then it makes the row stop. So I guess get rained out again, which we're going to tomorrow night. We'll take all these scrapers off. Case give me the opportunity to order this expensive planter without these piece of crap scrapers, okay? You had to dig this out around these shark teeth wheels with screws, get all cut up, can't get the scraper out of the hole, can't get the wheel off, keep fighting it, but you'll get it. But if you had to do this, you wouldn't put these on here. Or you make something a whole lot better. Well, there it is, got the piece of crap out of there. Things all bent up. Well, they're good about coming around every summer. See what we don't like about planters. That's it right there. I don't know what this planter is, 700,000, 38 rows, 650. God. Close enough money, shouldn't have to put up a piece of crap like that. That's 3 scrapers I've had all messed up on 1,100 some acres. Well, I got that out of there finally. 45 minutes. Jammed up that bad. And then that Eli ran a blast. Didn't catch it right at the end when it jammed. Had the blades all jammed up. It was in a mess. I threw it on the floor. So I'm going to take them off when I get a chance. I'm just going to pop them all off of there before they give more trouble. 3 times too much that quick. I don't know. I guess they tested a little bit and they work fine, so just keep going. Mine's come on. Everything's working good now.
Well, things are going good down here in the slough. The slough, next to the slough ditch. The river does back up into it when it's big. There's David's right there. I can see Garrett come down the road to finish spraying this field. A little mucky down in here, and then very sandy up on that bump. So a little surprised this is dry. Dad come checked it out this morning. It was too wet. Dried out a bunch today, so away we go. Well, I'm definitely not the biggest or fastest in this field. Back rolling, down for a little bit. Row 6 failure. I think I'm out of seat now. Just got back going too. I couldn't get enough air pressure or enough pressure on my closing disc on the very back. Found where the return line was loose out of one of the cylinders. I'll show you that right now. I gotta go back and move seat around anyways. Things closing good now. Real sandy hill here. Not real great right there. Black sand right there. Really great. Right here, one of these popped out. 2 of them actually. Blue's the supply, white's the return. Happy while that road quit planting. See what this one looks like. This side was still planting. Yeah, it's still got a little bit in it. Well, I always carry a shovel, rake it all in the middle, and a bucket. One side gets empty for the other. So getting completely empty. So I'm gonna even these up, play this little bit out, and then we'll fill up with 2 different hybrids. That's more for sand. These are some better numbers: 13,777, 1136. Uses this more on the black stuff. I'm gonna switch to 13,841 PCUE, I believe, against 15,784 AML, maybe something like that. I was having it for the sand, but I still had stuff left in my plan from last time. Filled up all my treated boxes with beans, because this stuff right here is really good anyway, so that'll work. Look, I put the turn signal on. Nice evening. Warm. hoofing it to my truck because I didn't bring my bike, which isn't very far anyways. Do that instead, driving over where I'm planning. I'll drive it up here, fill it up. And I think Dad got done planting his 60 acres of beans, at least I guess he did. Him and Eli will probably come get my truck for me, take it in. Yeah, no complaints with my planter. I know he's got some scraper issues on his. I'm not sure if I got those internal ones on this. I'll have to look. Haven't had that problem. Mine's just on the I get out of bounds of the prescription. I wish it would go to what I want it to go to instead of going my minimum all the time. Besides that, yeah, I had a little closing disc problem, but you know, lines come off, not a big deal. Yeah, about there. Fill her up. Get her on latch. Always double latch it, just in case it comes out. Had that happen before. Wasn't good. Hit a tree. Yeah, latch about the middle. That's pretty close. Open up this box. Put my talker on. Grab my turner on her. Put the spout in. Turn her on her. And walk. And we're off. Change populations here as we come off this sand bump into bigger, and that's where I ran out. Meeting up with it. Just drive in, get turned around, make a new road now. Folding up, not a very big day, only 82 acres, but at least it was a day. See what tomorrow brings. Guess what? It's raining. Hasn't rained much yet, 10th and a half. No planting today or this weekend.
We got the planter in the shop. It's raining today again. Also, case what happens with these scrapers. Got in here, and here's one right here. You can see this inside scraper is popped out. You take it, pop it back in there, then it'll work for a little bit. But when they pop out, then they get the rest of it out, and they get the blade jammed, and then they get it intertwined where you cannot hardly get them out. See, this ain't the right spot in here now. So them inside scrapers don't work.
Eli's taking off all the inside scrapers off the blades. Yep. Hey, look, I got them on mine. I haven't had any problems. Right here.
Good morning. Shop's kind of busy with little stuff. David's cleaning his truck. Danny's working on his Jeep, trying to get a step a little lower, and the clutch is about had it. Eli's sweeping up.
Putting a mess.
Yeah, made a mess. And we got a welder that we rarely use in this trailer. This usually in Indiana. It's got a welder in here, generator. It's got the valve stuck. Don't use it enough to keep it working well. And Fred's Big Blue Pete is in here with camera. He see the camera up on top of the bed so they can see how the load's going. See that arm sticking up there? We'll load it without having to get in and out and in and out and in and out. But the wire's bad, so running a new wire. About to get that done. 579 Pete's had problems for a good while. And hopefully we found that. There's a bad terminating resistor on a CAN bus. I know that resistor's bad. And I think that's why it's throws one code one time and a different one next day. And it just ain't communicating right. So I would think that would certainly cause it. So that's what we're working on. And I got a camera that works because Reese got me a new camera. Good deal, huh?
Rain's done for now anyways, half inch here. A lot more in different spots. A lot of shop work going on. Guys hauled to Valero. They have been able to go to Azteca, where we take the white corn a few times this week. Eli looks like he's messing with a floor mat. What we got going on? What is this thing? What's wrong with it?
It's broke.
Go ahead, Dan.
It's broke?
Intake valves are stuck open.
Okay, do you want to watch?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You zoom in on it where you can see it.
Okay.
Intake, exhaust. So watch when we turn it over. And here's the piston. Oh, okay, okay. So here's the head. There's where the spark plug goes. Kabang, boom, it goes back and forth.
I like that.
All right. So
That one's stuck.
So there your exhaust is moving, but yeah. So
intake.
So
stuff.
Dad says what we're gonna go ahead. You
What we're gonna do?
Evidently there was moisture got in through the carburetor, and it's got that stem a little rusty or corroded somewhere with something, and it sticks when it comes open because the spring's not strong enough to pull it shut. So we got to get some kind of lubricant on there to cut all that garbage for it'll work.
Okay, hopefully lube her up, it'll work.
And we'll put the head on, fill it up with Marvel mystery oil, and let it sit and see if that'll help. It may not fix it, and they still have to run it back and forth a few hundred times. But it'll finally break loose. When it does, then it'll start to run, and that'll loosen it up fine.
And this is the generator slash welder out of our Indiana
Remember that, right?
rescue trailer right over there. It's got our bolts and cutting torch and air compressor and this in it.
That trailer for close to 30 years.
Yeah.
Had a good run.
Show the rental boards on the Jeep.
I did not.
Can you demonstrate them?
No, I had to lower those because he tried to stool, but then he couldn't reach it from the seat. So I had to lower the rental boards.
Can you give him a demonstration on them?
Sure, let's see.
Well, wouldn't it be funny if he fell?
I don't know if those will hold you up, Jay.
It works perfect.
Oh, it does work good
Yeah,
when
nice.
you do that.
And like, oh, whoa. I'm out of the vehicle. I shut the door. There we go.
Put on his feet.
I only did that because everybody else did it.
Yeah, I did it. Did you? I did it too when he showed me.
He came over, he's like, you want to try them out? And I'm like, sure. Then I did that. He's like, everybody did that.
I did it too. Yeah.
Sorry, Dennis.
Yeah, the
This
owner.
is going on YouTube.
The owner wanted them, so they're on there.
But they're nice.
That's better.
Yep.
I like better too.
He ain't like stepping up and hitting his head on the door. See, they were higher. Oh, nope, he's replaced this one too. They're lower now. Jared's got the blue peat out, gonna load it up for corn for Monday. So Fred will be able to take that, I believe. And Bob Worth's been in here and did the interior to our scale sheds slash drying operating room.
Yeah, all insulated. Feel how cool it is.
Feels nice.
Can't open this now. Eli just locked it. Got a screwdriver to put in there, and then quite have it shut, and that's why.
That is a big thing.
Yeah, there's the other part. I don't know
The
where.
screen sticks out here, I
That's
guess.
just glass covered up.
Okay, so it'll be inside of it.
Oh, he's took a screwdriver in here. Oh, yes.
They wired in the outlets here this week.
Oh, here.
Lights,
Shut that.
cord for this.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Just gotta have a knife to open it. I bet that drops, don't it? Oh, wow, isn't that fancy? I haven't looked inside.
Yep, got a picture of the dryer.
And you also be able to check out how it's doing on your phone too, right?
Yep.
That'll be-
Able to.
That'll be handy.
Now, when you like this, if you don't go all the way, you don't have to unlock that. Just go like that.
It's got him a new stock lighter. We'll see how it works. So just drop it. Oh boy, you won't have to stop the set fires. Rocks aren't burned very well though.
This thing, you tip it up, it goes back out.
Yeah. Once you start, you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Just walk along all the fields and dry them out. What's that thing called?
drip lighter.
Drip lighter. Yeah, we'll see. We like that or our thing better.
I don't think we'll light. It's lit. There.
Hey, that'll work.
Well, you think it would say.
Update. You're supposed to soak that end piece in the tank first. Boom!
Did you get an instruction sheet?
Yeah, it's got instructions.
It's burning.
Yeah, there's a flame there. Now tip her over. That's better. Guess you just need a rag or something to put it out when you're done.
Just lay it in the seat.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
We're gonna put it out and put it back in there, man.
More rain coming. We only got 3/10 so far. I think I might have said a 1/2 inch. Can't remember earlier. But thing I wanted to show you, I can't walk out there very far. There's some corn up. First I've seen. Good. At least with all this rain, I'll be able to check my row clutches, make sure they're dialed in. I'm on the way to David's bin site. Check it out right now. Saw that on the way. It's getting closer. Well, as you can see, the hole's not dug yet, but they got 3/4 of it, I'd say. And it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna get back in the truck. After it stops, I'm gonna go get the time lapse, download that SD card, and we'll end the video with that. So enjoy that, and I'll see you next week.